Everyone, this is another section of the course, another section of this lecture. We'll be talking about surface preparation here. How to prepare your surface before you commence any form of work on your floors. Before you do anything, you must first of all prepare the surface. In order to prepare the surface, you need what we call a grinding machine. The man in red with the red machine, that's a grinding, walk behind grinding machine. Now, surface preparation has to do with you first two steps. The first step is where you will grind the substrate, known as substrate grinding or shot blasting. It involves you using either a concrete grinding disc or sandpaper attached to a floor grinding machine to scratch or score the surface. Here you'll be using either an angle grinder. An angle grinder is a handheld grinder, small sized, that can be used to grind the surface of a floor, or you use the walk behind grinder. That's this one being held in the picture. It's very simple. All you need to do is get a grinding disc attached to this machine, use it to grind the entire floor surface area where you intend to install your 3D floor or 3D vinyl on. You just grind the surface, you scratch it properly. What you're trying to do is you're trying to remove the old layer, the exposed layer from the surface so that you can get a new layer that will bind completely and correctly with the chemical you'll be applying next. Surface grinding is a fairly simple process. Get your grinding machine attached to your grinding disc or a sandpaper, then you grind the floor. We'll be seeing more of that, someone doing it in the practical section of this course, but you must prepare your surface first, whether it's a concrete surface or a tiled surface or a terrazzo floor, whatever is the surface you are going to be working on, you must first grind it. If it's a concrete surface, after you've allowed the concrete surface to cure properly, maybe after about 14 days or 21 days after you pour the fresh concrete, then you bring in your grinding machine, either the angle grinding machine or the walk behind grinding machine. The angle grinding machine is very simple. You can just use your Google and check angle grinders. You can get it in any departmental store around you where they sell heavy duty or heavy duty equipment. Just ask anybody in a departmental store that you need to buy an angle grinder. It's fairly common. Welders use it a lot. They use it in cutting surfaces, but this time you'll be using a grinding disc. You attach a grinding disc to it and grind the surface completely. When you are through grinding the surface, then you have to clean off the dust and the debris that is brought off from grinding. You can do that using a vacuum cleaner, or you can just use a broom to sweep off the dust that have been generated from grinding and every other thing away from the surface. You must make sure that you clean the surface correctly and completely before you can say you have properly prepared the surface. Surface grinding, surface preparation is very important. It's a key part of this floor. For you to understand this concept, I think of if you need to bond two surfaces together, maybe the sole of your shoes or a surface that is been broken. Before you apply any glue to it, you must first of all scratch or grind that surface. You scratch the surface to reveal a fresh layer. Then you now commence the application of the adhesive. It's the same principle here. All you need to do is grind the surface, use your grinding disc, scar the surface or sandpaper. If it's a soft surface, not too strong, you scar the surface. Once you are done scarring the surface, you now clean off the entire dust and debris from the grinding process. Clean it off, clean off stains, dirt from the floor. You do this prior to priming. So that's what surface preparation is all about, surface preparation. So that's, we'll see in the next section of this course. If you have any questions, you can use the comment section below to ask me and I'll be glad to answer your questions. So that's surface preparation.